When sometimes you just really need a drink.
Is this the woman that gets passed around too much?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, product placement, Norman?
Oh, yeah. The other product placement.
Right.
I'm sorry, did you have another product to place?
I always have liquid death with me. It's like a canned water thing.
Oh.
He's left it on camera front.
More than once, actually.
Yes.
And a couple times on purpose.
I mean, first time it's an accident. Second time, I think you just f***ing around.
Hey, man.
I think on Rumble it doesn't make it. But that's
I think wrong.
a
Yeah.
story for another day.
Yes.
I've heard some crazy things about this Rumble.
Is this far enough?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Right wingers.
Yes.
I can just see the top.
Honestly, it's in a general thing. People who get kicked off of YouTube go to Rumble.
Pretty much.
So it's the degenerates.
Yes.
Wow, you're just realizing that's what we are?
I am not.
Okay.
Damn.
Who wants to... I'll do the intro, but who wants to
Yes,
start?
you can do the intro. What's on your mind?
Who wants to go first? That's what I'm asking.
I'm
You can go
disappointed in
first.
myself. I forgot the green food dye. Told him
You
this when we were
forgot
coming
what?
here.
For what?
Beer. Green.
Oh.
Really,
It
man?
was a joke.
Whoever drinks that?
Like every person who goes to a bar
No,
on
I've
St.
been.
Patrick's
Oh,
Day.
trust me. I am a certified drinker.
Yeah.
I have a card carrying member.
Hmm.
Now, I believe at the top. By the way, if you like any of this, hit the like and subscribe button. Somebody should have done that.
I had one
Okay,
job.
I'm just you had one job, you f***ed it up. So anyway, we dye the river green. Okay, on the Saturday before St. Patrick's. Every year, without fail. So he said that they forgot the dye for the beer. I've been drinking a little longer than what's legal. I'm 57. So I've been drinking beer since, I was like 11, 12. So fair amount, 40 years ago.
Okay,
About half a decade. I have never, ever, and I bartended a block from the river that they dyed green. People went crazy on St. Patrick's Day. It was always a hot mess in Chicago. I'm sure it's a hot mess today. Hats off to the bartenders in Chicago right now, because it's going to be a storm in a few hours. But I have never had a green beer. Ever. I'm officially an alcoholic. But I have never had a green beer. Do you actually drink green beer? Mr. Irishman.
Every year.
And where did that come from? County Cork?
I honestly don't know where.
That's
where it comes from.
actually that's a place in there.
I'm actually not sure where it comes from, to be honest with you, though. Like, it's like a tradition. I've never really questioned it, but on St. Patrick's Day, said green beer is always discounted. Well,
Do you throw leprechauns?
I do throw gold
It's
coins
not
at people.
pitching,
Like,
midget.
I
I'm just asking.
I used to
For a friend.
I used to walk around. A couple of years back. And for a good few years,
Oh,
I did.
God,
I'd walk around
please.
with green hat on, and I'd have a pocket full of like those chocolate gold coins. I'd throw them at people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my
And
God.
it's leprechaun gold. When you think it's not real, in the folk lore goes that leprechaun gold disappears after a certain amount of time. Well, it's the closest you're gonna get is a chocolate coin because you eat it. It disappears. Yeah, have some leprechaun gold, man. And I don't mean like toss.
I thought the lore was, if we're going to get into this, I thought the lore was that the leprechaun never was going to give you the gold. It was a trick to get you to do something. The promise of the pot of gold at the end of the You were never actually going to get it.
And then if you ever do,
You never would, though. In every leprechaun story I've read.
some of the stories go that they would offer you gold, leprechaun gold, in exchange for whatever you did, and then when you would walk away 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, poof, it's gone. Because they're never really giving you anything. They're just, like you said, the promise, so then they would hand you something fake, and you walk away, and then you're like, where'd my gold go? And the leprechaun is already gone. You can't, shake them down.
So let me get this right. As a grown man, you dressed up as a leprechaun
Partially.
and played con man.
Yes.
Throwing gold chocolate at people.
And I don't mean like tossing it. I mean, I was like whipping them.
What a piece of shit.
When you're that loaded and you have the excuse, you grow out your beard, red hair, whatever, and then you just throw coins at people.
What the fuck?
It's one of the few perks of being a ginger. Otherwise, I'd get
Okay.
ridiculed all year long.
As a black man, on June 16th, the day of the slavery, I'm going to start throwing metal chains, like little big ass, like, those things.
Chain links at people?
Like clang. I'm going to start doing it.
Shackling
It's part of my, right.
That,
Maybe hold a few people hostages. Like, I held a few hostages. I just think, it's my birthright. Right?
in the name of tradition.
In the name of tradition.
To be a terrorist?
They just happened to own property that also was autonomous.
There you go. That is fucked up. Happy
Can't believe I
St.
said
Patrick's Day.
One other thing I want to throw in there.
Okay, please.
So a lot of people will say St. Paddy's Day, Patty.
Yep.
It is St. Paddy's Day, DD, because it is based off of the Irish name St. Patrick. Not Patrick is an anglicized version. Patrick is the Irish name before it was anglicized.
Well,
So it's
there you
Paddy.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make sure you put that in the post thing, the little star.
Yeah, will do.
Make sure the rainbow is all green, though. Yes, yeah. You like that, right?
So, anyways, I lost my train of thought. So, Jameson,
What are
I
you
was
guys
told
drinking?
they have
Hold
a
on.
good bottle.
What is the Irishman drinking today?
A whole lot of corn, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's the other thing I forgot. I forgot the green dye and the Guinness. Man, I'm just a
fucking-
terrible
If
Irish
I
man.
saw you putting green dye in Guinness,
Oh, hell no.
I
No,
swear
no,
to
no.
God, I would call ICE and have you deported.
Take my ass back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, I know
Take me
your
back to my
family's
people.
been here for 6 generations or whatever, but get your ass back somewhere else because that would just be sacrilegious.
Oh, this is
Anyway,
wrong.
back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Jameson has good bottles and bad bottles, I believe. They all taste different. Everyone that I've had.
Sounds like a quality control problem.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't think so. Because Jameson.
it's how it's made, they say.
It is.
Okay.
It depends the bottom of the barrel, the top of the barrel.
Think of
If
that.
you go over to over on the island, they don't refrigerate the lines. So in America, the line is refrigerated from wherever you store the keg. It's not necessarily always at the bar. It could be in another room. The line is refrigerated all the way up to the tapper. Over there, I guess, because a lot of the places are probably older than most of the places here in America.
Maybe a wee bit.
Yeah, you just hide your shame. Hide your shame. Hide your shame.
Oh, there's no shame in my game.
Okay, no, I mean the can. Hide your shame. So anyway, on this holy of days. So anyway, so the lines are not refrigerated.
Right.
So what they would do is that at the beginning of the day, you go to the pub and you sit around and you wait for like an ignorant person, an American,
Yeah.
to come in. And they would get the first few
Hello.
draws of the kegger. So now the beer is cold.
Oh, that's smart.
Yes. So that is a fact. So if you ever go over, don't be the first person to drink at the bar in the
Yeah.
morning.
Okay. Also, we don't pour Guinness properly, or beer for that matter in general. Like, not like properly, but like the American way of doing it is like the tiniest little bit ahead. Most European beers, because they're usually lagers, they're thicker beers, you're supposed to have like a good head on your beer, including a Guinness. Most people see them when you get it from a bar. They'll pour it out, and there's this tiny little head on top, and you're like, do you know how to pour a Guinness? That's the
Right, that's the easiest way to do it. If you have a bottle. If you have a bottle, you just take the bottle, you take a pint glass, and flip it over and let gravity do it.
yeah. It's
And it'll be perfect.
and if you get it on tap, they
But if you really want to get fancy, You can't put a little clover on it. I do know how to do that. 16
So
years
this
of
is from the
bartending.
original release. I've never opened it or set it up. We'll probably have to use some stuff, but it's a wall vinyl for the Joker from the Dark Knight.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah, it's from the original release. I've
That's
never opened
sick.
it. It's from when I ran a store. I wanted to give it to you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, you got cheers here for you guys. Good. I know it's a tight little tight squeeze.
Right.
So,
We'll all be friends
For now.
out here.
Yeah.
So I have my bag with
I'm gonna take my jacket off out here.
yeah, and there's beer in the fridge, and there's corned beef and
And
cabbage.
you're the artist.
Yes, but
Yes.
I thought Paul said that the bag was in the car, and it wasn't. But
Oh.
you've got some of my art.
Yes, I know, I was showing them.
Yeah.
Rise in the bag.
So I didn't bring the other one.
Okay.
Did somebody bring popcorn?
No. Like, that's my idea.
And is it just me? Or did all of a sudden
You're right.
Okay,
But that was funny. Just, yeah, hide your shame. Yeah, hide your shame.
I'm disappointed. I didn't even think about that.
well, you're the Irishman on St. Patrick's Day. You don't have a Guinness. You don't, the green beer I would have smacked you. So, good thing. Because I like to keep our relationship friendship. You know, friendly. You know, I want to be friendly.
Maybe it's like a white people thing.
It is. And
like-
actually, not a white people's thing.
Yeah.
A white American thing.
Right.
Let's put that in its proper square. It's a white American. I know a lot of Irish people. I grew up in Chicago.
Yeah.
The Irish people are not drinking. They would laugh the fuck out.
I've had green beer in Chicago though.
Yeah, it's not Irish people.
Okay. I was just doing it for the gimmick. It was cheap beer for.
Right. You go to
But no,
some,
that's fair.
you go to O'Malley's on St. Patrick's Day. They're not giving you. I know every Irish bar there is.
Oh, one other thing that there are people who think an Irish car bomb is an okay thing to order in a Irish.
It's not.
It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's a fucked up thing that people don't understand what they're saying. It's a reference to the Troubles.
Yes, I do understand. Oh, what is that in there? The liquor.
Jaeger. No.
Jaeger. Yeah, Jägermeister.
Or no, it's Bailey's.
No, the Irish. Does that have Jägermeister? That's some form.
No, it's Guinness and Bailey's.
Yeah. I love Guinness. Bailey's is only good in coffee.
You're thinking about Jaeger bomb, like a
Jaeger bomb.
yeah.
Oh,
When evolution your epithet?
you know what? I did a Irish car bomb for the first time in a long time. Those are really fucking good. Really good. You can chug them so easy.
You're supposed to chug them.
Resident ginger to resident Irish.